All right, everybody. Passion Unchained, Joe here. Welcome. I'm going to do the first Tinder profile roast of one of my clients after our photo shoot. You're going to see what the guy last week turned into, what his profile is now after he worked with me. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. Joe Passion Unchained here. Let's dive right in. Last week, I did a thing where I had a client I worked with send me his previous profile. And I went through it and gave it a thorough critique. We worked together and I gave him a whole set of new photos. He uploaded a bunch of them to his new Tinder profile and he is getting results like crazy. Now, I have some critiques of the photos that he chose, and he also put in some photos of his own. I'm not 100% happy with his choices. He did make some good choices though. And in the end, he is getting more matches than he can handle, and that is really what we're all here for, and that is what really matters in this whole situation. He is getting the results that he wanted, so he really doesn't need to change any of the things in his profile. He can completely throw out all the things that I'm saying. That said, if he sees the matches wane after a while, which sometimes does happen depending on what Tinder's algorithm decides to do with you, then what he can do to revitalize those matches is take some of the advice that I have and then apply that to his profile and watch the matches roll in once again. Like all the other roasts, I'm going to go through the photos on a superficial level without sharing my opinion, and then I'm going to go more in depth. And throughout the whole situation, you're going to hear some things that you can use for your own profile. All right, his first photo is him with a painting and a paintbrush, and he is opening a thing of paint and looking towards the camera. Next one is a selfie. There is a tree in the background and some pillows. You can't exactly tell where he is. I know where he is because I know where he took this selfie. I was there. But it is in some kind of park. The one after that, he is eating in a food truck area, looking off to the side with some out-of-focus lights in the background. One after that, he is walking his dog in a park. After that, it's the selfie that you've seen from the last video where he had his before profile and I reviewed that. This is one of the photos that he used in his before profile. It's a selfie on a balcony with, I'm going to say, the Bay Bridge in the background. One after that is him mid-run. After that, it is a selfie with a bright blue shirt and a brick wall behind him. After that, it is him seductively unbuttoning his shirt. It kind of looks like a voyeuristic photo with the out-of-focus door and wall flanking him on both sides. He's looking at the camera with a flirty expression. And the next one, he's at the gym doing some battle ropes. So he has a full profile. Tinder allows you to upload up to 9. This guy has 9 photos. For the most part, I like the photos that he chose. There is a mistake that I made in this profile in that I gave him some photos that I actually don't really like, which is my fault. And there are some photos that I think he should replace with other ones that we took. And there's also some mistakes, I would say, on his part. There are some photos that he chose that he took, not that I took, but that he took, that I don't think are helpful for this profile. I think that can take away from it. That said, like I said in the intro, he's getting results. If he continues to get results, he doesn't need to change anything. It does not matter what other people think of your profile as long as you're getting the results that you want, because that's the purpose of Tinder, right? The purpose of Tinder and dating apps is so that you can fill up your roster and have a fulfilling love life. And if he's doing that, then great. Why does he need to change anything? He really doesn't. So with that caveat, let's proceed with the Tinder roast. The first one, I like it. He is an artist. He's an active urban guy, and I wanted to portray that in this shoot, so I did a lot of artistic stuff, and I did a lot of active things. And the first one, he's very active. I have a couple critiques of it here and there. I think there are other photos during that same setting that he could have chose, but it's a good choice, and it shows that side of him. You want to show things on your Tinder profile that highlight your strengths, and this is a very good example of that. I've said that in a lot of photos. This is a very clear example that you can use. You can see he's an artistic guy, and it shows that in a way that feels candid. This is a perfect example of showing your hobbies and showing your strengths on your Tinder profile. A+ job. The second one, I do not like, and there is a huge reason. I saw him take this selfie. He was practicing taking selfies because, like I said in the last video, there's a little bit of nuance to when it comes to do selfies work or not. Selfies are great if you have a very good professional profile and you think you might be coming across too perfect. Just like this guy, we did a professional shoot. A lot of my clients benefit from putting a shitty photo in there somewhere. What that does is it makes you more relatable. It makes you less, oh, is this guy real? And more, oh, this guy's real. I like him. I can relate to him. I can feel who he really is because there's that shitty selfie in there. I can feel like I'm not being catfished here. That said, I took a photo of him in this hammock, and that photo is much better. He already has another selfie in this profile. He has 2 more selfies. One of them I do not like and thinks he should remove. The other one I do think is good because it brings down the profile from perfect to relatable. And it balances out the very good photos that we took. I think that selfie, which I will bring up when it comes to it, that selfie should stay in and take the place of this, and he should exchange this photo for the one that I took when he was doing that, of him relaxing in the hammock. You can't even see it's a hammock here. You might be able to guess because there's pillows behind him. But yeah, he should use the one that we took and not use this selfie. I love this photo. The background is out of focus in a very tasteful way. I'm a big fan of this setting. Food truck area makes you look fun, makes you look like you go out, you're not so much a shut-in. And you will bring girls into a fun life because it makes you feel fun. That's the end goal. When you put a photo on dating apps, it's not just what do you look like in that photo, it's what do girls feel about that photo? And what does that say about what it would be like to date you? And this photo is great. Also, I have my chicken box on the right, as you can see, which kind of suggests that he might be with somebody, like with a friend, etc. I do think that it would maybe be an increment better if he chose a different photo from this because of his facial expression. The OkCupid did a study showing that when you look at the camera with a flirty face, it's good. When you look off the camera with a neutral face, it's good. And smiles can depend depending on how good your smile is. If it's too much or too awkward, it can be a negative, but it can also be a positive. Looking off to the side with a flirty expression can be a negative because girls can see it as you flirting with somebody else that's not them. So this photo in particular, I actually think that that might be, for some girls, that might be a negative. But again, it's working for him, so it doesn't really seem to matter, and that's only a minor nitpick. This next one, dog photo, makes him look a lot more safe to girls, shows that he has a soft side and shows that he has a heart. He's okay taking care of other things. That's the real reason behind why dog photos are awesome. It's not because they're cute, although that's huge. It's because of what it says about you. Again, girls, when they look at your profile, they care about how the photos look, but they're really trying to make judgments about who you are from these photos, and that's why it's important they feel candid. There's a really important point somebody brought up to me. Girls aren't stupid. They know that you are taking photos professionally when you put up photos like this. Now that said, I've worked with over 100 clients, over 100 clients, but over 130, over 140 at this point. I lost count, I need to count again, but I know it's over 140 for sure, in 26 cities in 2 countries and counting. And I have gotten results for pretty much all of those guys. And what I can say is it works. And the reason it works is because they feel candid, and that is the important part. The important part isn't that girls believe logically that these are candid photos. It is that they feel candid, because it's the emotion that counts here. The next one is a photo that you saw in the last roast of his before photos. I do like this photo from a perspective of it brings down the quality of the photos on average and gives a glimpse into his life as an imperfect human being. He's not perfect anymore. He's really, really good looking in really good situations, and then all of a sudden you have a photo where he is imperfect. I like that because it makes him relatable, and it takes the question out of a lot of girls' minds if he is catfishing them or not. So I do like this photo in there because it brings down the quality in that context. This next one is one of the ones where I said it was my mistake. I left this photo in. I think I should have taken it out. We took a lot of photos of him running. He's a very active guy. I think he should have chosen a different one, but this is really my fault because I left that photo in instead of removing it before giving him the photos that I edited. So that's on me, and I think he should change this for a different one of the running photos. This one after this is a very low quality photo. It is a very unflattering angle in an unflattering situation with unflattering fashion choices. Hello, what's up, doggo? He already has a photo that is reducing the quality to make him relatable. I think he needs to remove this photo. It is definitely going against him. He already has that covered. This photo is only going to do him bad. Again, back to the thing in the beginning of this video, he is getting a lot of results, so he really doesn't need to change anything. If he wants to increase the results of his profile, whether it's now or later if things start to wane, that is one choice he can make, is to delete this photo and move the other one I talked about, the Bay Bridge selfie, up further towards the beginning of his profile to replace the other one. This next one is one where he is taking his shirt off in a flirty way, looking at the camera. I love taking this shot for clients who are looking for something more casual, because what it does is it appeals to girls who are also looking for something more casual, and it turns off girls who are only looking for something serious. That is a huge plus. You do want to turn off the girls who are not looking for what you're looking for, because it makes dating simpler. Not only do you want to get more matches, but you also want to get more targeted matches. That's a huge point. In dating, you're not just looking to get more matches, you're looking to get more compatible matches and more attractive matches. So improvement in your dating isn't just numbers, it's compatibility and quality. This photo is going to drastically increase his compatibility. It might lower the numbers down, but there's going to be a much higher proportion of girls who are looking for the same thing that he's looking for, and his dating life is going to get easier because of it. I do think there's other photos from this set that he could have chosen. His pose I'm not a huge fan of, but again, that said, part of it is my fault for including photos I'm not proud of. I do give each client 200, 300. I don't completely take out all the single photos that I don't like, because it takes a lot of time, frankly, and I'd rather give clients a lot of photos and take more time on editing them and curating a smaller subset of them to share. But that said, every client has access to all of them, and sometimes they choose ones that I wouldn't necessarily choose. But that said, it's working for him, so I don't think he necessarily needs to change anything. That's more of a nitpick. The last one I love. This one is him using a battle rope at the gym. It shows that he's active, it shows that he's fit, it shows that he cares about his body. Being active is a huge part of this guy's life and one of his huge strengths. I think he should even put this picture closer to the beginning of his profile. In addition, because I highly suggest taking out that photo where he's in front of a brick wall with a bright blue shirt on, I think it's important for him to replace that with a photo, because there's another setting that we took photos of that he didn't include, with him dribbling a soccer ball, which also shares his active lifestyle. It's a huge part of his lifestyle. It will screen in girls who are down for what he's down for, and it'll also excite girls as well. Girls want a guy who takes care of his body, takes care of his physique. I highly suggest that in place of that photo with the brick wall, he use the photo of him dribbling a soccer ball. All in all, I'm very proud of this profile I created. I did make a few mistakes in including photos that I'm not proud of. and that I don't think would help him. But that said, he went from barely getting any matches to getting a ton of matches. I'm going to share a text that I got from him. I got a couple texts from him. I'll share both of them so that you can see what kind of results he's getting. And he actually got the VIP package. So he's going to enjoy his life right now. He's going to get those casual matches. And then when we do our second shoot in 6 months or so, it's going to be more geared towards him finding somebody to stick around. So I'm really excited about that. I actually have a client up in Dallas I worked with who found a girlfriend. He got a lot of dates, went on a lot of dates, and then found a girlfriend from the photos that we took. And I want to interview him to hear his experience, so y'all can experience that as well through him and see what it's like to upgrade your profile photos with professional photos like the ones that I take. All right, so a train decided to come at the wrong fucking time, right when I was finishing up this video. I waited 15 minutes for the train to pass, and now we are ready to end it. I hope this helped you out. I hope this gave you some insight into what works and what doesn't, and what working with me could be like if you're on the fence about that. I've been running a promo. Find Your Summer Fling promo from the beginning of April until now. It is late July, and it's past the middle of summer. It's about 2/3 through the whole of summer, a little bit late to start finding your summer fling, so I'm ending the promo. It was $300 off the deluxe package and $500 off the VIP package. That is available through the end of July, which is another week and a half or so once this is released. Week to week and a half. So if you are interested or on the fence or decided that you would like to work with me, now is the time. Book now and you will be able to take advantage of the Find Your Summer Fling promo. Don't fret that you missed the promo if you are watching this at another time. It's never a bad time. The best time to change something in your life would have been 5 years ago. Second best time is today. So you might as well get on the ball, get rolling, get the best of the best, get you the results that you want in your love life so you can enjoy your life and focus on fixing everything else in building a life that you dream of. I'm excited to show you the next video. The next video is going to be me doing a roast of Mario Tubone. I alluded to that in that video, the interview I did about a month ago or so, and I'm excited to review his profile, so subscribe if you haven't so you get that right when it comes out, and I'm excited to show you guys more videos. Until then, my friends,